It's that time again. The Monday wrap where reputations are enhanced, questions are asked, and the rugby narrative swings sharply in new directions after a dramatic weekend of Six Nations and Super Rugby action. Some names are glowing in the spotlight. Others are left scrambling for answers. Here's who is on fire. And who is feeling the chill. Fire, they're on fire. Matthieu Jalibert. From fall guy to frontman 12 months ago, Matthieu Jalibert was licking his wounds. After France's round 2 Six Nations defeat away to England in 2025, he became the lightning rod for criticism and was unceremoniously axed by head coach Fabien Galthy. Fast forward a year, and the narrative couldn't be more different. With Romain Tamac sidelined through injury, there was no debate over who would wear the number 10 jersey for Les Bleus this championship. Jalibert stepped back into the fold, but rather than simply filling the gap, he has seized control of the stage. 2 rounds into the 2026 Six Nations, the 27-year-old has been nothing short of electric. The statistics tell part of the story. Top of the offload chart, 10. Top of the try-assist chart, 4. Top of the kick-bounce count, 13. Joint top for defenders beaten, 10. 168 meters gained from 32 carries, 2 tries, including the bonus point clincher in Wales, 7 retained kicks. 33.3% success rate. But numbers alone don't capture the flair. Jalibert has brought a Bordeaux-style swagger back into the French attack. Unpredictable, instinctive, yet underpinned by a maturity that seemed absent during earlier international spells. He is no longer just the conductor of chaos. He is controlling it. Round 3 against Italy can't come soon enough. Finn Russell. England's eternal headache, if ever a fixture could be tailor-made for a player. It's the Calcutta Cup for Finn Russell. Scotland's mercurial fly-half once again toyed with England in their 31-20 Murrayfield triumph. Apart from last year's missed kicks at Twickenham, Russell's recent history against the Red Rose is a catalogue of torment. England's defensive leaders, including Maro Itoje, have had years to develop a blueprint to contain him. Yet Russell remains gloriously elusive. His one-handed tap-on assist for Hugh Jones' opening try was rugby artistry, the kind of moment that reminds you why this sport can stir the soul. Later, his deft kick ahead exposed defensive confusion and indirectly led to Ellis Ginge's embarrassing concession. What makes Russell's resurgence even sweeter for Scotland is the context. His relationship with head coach Gregor Townsend has been tested in the past, but on Saturday, their partnership clicked perfectly. For now, the speculation surrounding Townsend's job security has been quietened. And once again, Russell was the architect. Stuart McCloskey. A decade in the making patience is a virtue rarely rewarded so spectacularly. A T33. Stuart McCloskey is finally enjoying the international prominence many believed should have arrived years ago. He made his Ireland debut a decade ago away to England, but under Joe Schmidt opportunities were scarce. Just 3 caps came during that era. Under Andy Farrell, the handbrake gradually loosened, and now the accelerator is fully pressed. Bundy Aki's suspension opened the door, but McCloskey has kicked it off its hinges. Against France and Italy, he has been authoritative and inventive. Ireland would almost certainly have faltered against Italy without his composure and craft. 2 exquisite try assists, including a quarterback-style bullet pass, and a pivotal choke tackle turnover underscored his all-round value. His rise isn't overnight. It's 10 years of resilience paying dividends. Holly Davidson. A historic breakthrough in a weekend often defined by referee scrutiny, it was refreshing to see recognition for excellence. Holly Davidson made history as the first woman to referee a men's Six Nations match. Her performance in Ireland's clash with Italy was composed and assured. Yes, nitpickers could dissect individual decisions. They always do. But the larger moment deserves celebration. Italy captain Michel Lamoureux set the tone with a classy post-match tribute, praising Davidson's contribution to the game and publicly backing her authority in a climate where officials often face relentless criticism. Lamoureux's gesture felt significant. Italy. A steel emerging consistency has long eluded Italy in the Six Nations. Even their celebrated 2013 campaign had glaring inconsistencies. But under Gonzalo Quesada, there is a new steel about the Azzurri. Their narrow loss in Dublin followed an impressive home victory over Scotland. The scrum now has bite. The forward exchanges carry punch. And backs like Tommaso Minincello add attacking sparkle. Quesada's strategic squad rotation during last July's South Africa tour appears to be paying dividends. Italy are no longer plucky outsiders. They are increasingly awkward opponents to snowflake cold AS ice. Steve Borthwick. A painful reality check for Steve Borthwick. Saturday was sobering. England arrived in Edinburgh riding a 12-match winning streak. Confidence was high, but perhaps too high. Scotland blitzed them early, surging to 17-0 and later 31-10 leads. England's vaunted defensive improvements evaporated under pressure. Questions about physicality and defensive organization resurfaced. Too many senior players underperformed. Too many collisions were lost. And once again, England struggled away from home. The much-hyped Palm squad bench impact means little if the game is slipping away before substitutions are deployed. This was meant to be a statement win. Instead, it was a reminder that progress can unravel quickly. Irish keyboard warriors. A toxic undercurrent, it wasn't just on-field narratives that dominated the Irish weekend. The debate over Sam Prendergast versus Jack Crowley reached deeply personal levels online. Worse still, Edwin Idogbo's Test debut was marred by racist abuse, prompting an IRFU investigation. Head coach Andy Farrell didn't mince words that he challenged so-called keyboard warriors to reflect on whether tearing down young players aligns with the values of Irish rugby. Constructive criticism is one thing. Toxic personal attacks are another. Steve Tandy's Wales. Defensive dismay life as Wales head coach has been brutal for Steve Tandy. Sunday's 48-point concession against France marked the 5th time in 6 matches that Wales have shipped 48 or more points. A 67% tackle success rate simply won't suffice at test level. Given Tandy's pedigree as Scotland's former defense coach, the scale of defensive fragility is alarming. Welsh fans are searching desperately for positives and finding few. Henry Arundell. Regression in Edinburgh just a week after earning praise for his maturity. Henry Arundell endured a nightmare at Murrayfield. His early yellow card for breakdown interference was debatable, but his second, upgraded to a 20-minute red for a dangerous aerial challenge on Kyle Stein, was indefensible. In today's game, taking a player out in the air is strictly policed. With England already under pressure, the indiscipline proved costly. At T23, Arundell will learn. But this was a setback. Ben O'Keeffe. A costly call from Rome's reign to Eden Park spotlight. Ben O'Keeffe had a rough return to Super Rugby Pacific. He awarded a first-half try to Chiefs lock Tupou Vaa'i against the Blues, a score that ultimately proved decisive. Tournament officials later admitted the try should not have stood, ruling Vaa'i had illegally left the ground to avoid a tackle. Referees operate under immense pressure. But when post-match reviews overturn pivotal decisions, scrutiny intensifies. The final whistle from Jalibert's renaissance to Russell's artistry. From Italy's grit to England's regression, the weekend delivered drama in abundance. Some names shine brighter than ever. Others face uncomfortable questions. And with round 3 looming, the temperature could shift again, quickly.